learn to break a fraction down to its simplest form. Come on, you can do it. Break it down to its simplest form. Break it down, take it down, break it down, take it down, break it down, yeah. Break the fraction down to its simplest form. Break it down. Reach high for the numerator, low for the denominator. Turn around and take it on down. Break it down, take it down, break it down, take it down, break it down. Yeah. Reach high for the numerator, low for the denominator. Turn around and break it down. Break it down. List the factors of the numerator. What? List the factors of the denominator. Find the GCF. Yeah. And divide it, and you have the simplest little. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to our lesson on 9-7. As you just saw in the video, we're going to be talking about simplest form. Simplest form does mean to break it down. It is when the numerator and the denominator have no common factors other than 1. Let's look at a few examples of how you would do this. I have the fraction 10/14. I need to find the simplest form. So I'm going to continue dividing until there's no more common factors other than 1. In the video, what they did first is they listed the factors. The factors of 10. 1 times 10, 2 times 5, and I believe that is it. The factors of 14. 1 times 14, 2 times 7, and I don't believe there's another way to get to 14. Now I need to find the greatest common factor. My greatest common factor would be 2. So what I need to do is divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So my simplest form of 10/14 is 5/7. 16/20. I could list out the factors again, or I could simply think in my head. 16 and 20 can both be divided by what? Well, I know that they can both be divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 20 divided by 2 is 10. That is not my answer, though. If you were to mark this down on your paper, 8/10 is the simplest form of 16/20, it would be marked wrong. Why? Let's take a look again at that definition. Simplest form is when the numerator and the denominator have no other common factor other than 1. Now let's go back. 8/10. They have other factors in common other than 1, don't they? They have the factor of 2. So I need to make sure that I divide these also by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. My simplest form of 16/20 is 4/5. I'm going to show you how that would have worked if I had done it a little bit differently. Let's see here. I'm going to clear the page, and I'm going to re-put in 16/20. Now I can think there's another factor, the greatest common factor, that I could divide 16 and 20 by, isn't there? I could have divided it by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Hey, did I get the same simplest form? as I did previously? I did. I just saved myself an extra step. Either way gets you the correct answer. One way is shorter, divided by 4. If I would have divided it by 2 both times, I would have gotten 4/5. It just took me a little bit longer. 30/40ths. What could I divide 30 and 40 both by to get me my simplest form? I could divide them both by 10. 30 divided by 10 is 3. 40 divided by 10 is 4. Is there any other numbers that I could divide 3 and 4 by? There is not, so that means 3/4 is my simplest form. 4/12. What could I divide both 4 and 12 by? I could divide them both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. I always need to think, is this the simplest form? It is not, because 2 and 6, I could divide by 2, and I could divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my simplest form would be 1/3. What else could I have done besides divide by 2 and divide by 2? Do you know? Let's erase this and take a look. 4 divided by 4 would get me closer. 12 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. I came up with the same answer in simplest form as 1/3. It just took me less steps. So finding that greatest common factor gets you there faster. 15/25. 15 and 25 both have what factors in common? I would say 5. We'll see if there's any other ways to reduce it. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Do 3 and 5 have any common factors? Let's see. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The only common factor they have is 1, so that means it is in simplest form. What you to do is take out your notebooks. You have one note tonight, simplest form. When the numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.